Good afternoon, everyone. I hope you are doing really great and welcome to today's training. Time and again, I will repeat that Social SRPO is a very integral training, very important training of our digital trainings module. Because in this training, we talk about SRPO, we talk about system, we talk about how you set up a sustainable system so that you can perform in business, you can grow and be successful in business. Okay. So kindly allow me just a minute. I'll just get started with the training right away. And before that, I'll also give you inputs on what exactly is our objective for the month of June and how you have to prepare yourself also to make a transition from your existing set of working towards being more and more social SRPO savvy. Okay. Now, when we talk about social SRPO, it's not something very alien, something very different we are discussing today. It's exactly the same system you have been following. But yes, now there are some amendments in it. There are some modifications in it. There are so much of addition in it. Why? Because we need to adapt ourselves to the changing times, the changing businesses, the changing situations. And considering the current pandemic into consideration, the advent of digital and social media into consideration, it's very important that we start using and applying social SRPO. Now, before I talk about social SRPO, I introduce it and I talk about the system and other things. I just want to give an overview about the digital trainings which we have planned for the month of June. I have already shared the calendar in my WhatsApp group. So all those of you who are interested in attending all the trainings, I am doing trainings in alternate days. First is Hindi, then the second is English. So whatever language you are comfortable with, I will actually recommend you that take a note of the calendar, pin it somewhere so that you understand which trainings are going to happen on what date and what time. So ideally, I do all my trainings at 3 p.m. to 4:30 p.m. And one day it's Hindi, it's followed by the same training on the next day in English. Okay. One more thing which I would want to highlight here is that if you want to work digitally, you want to have a strong social SRPO in place, you have to attend all the trainings and not just attend. From every training, you need to take key elements which can help you to form or develop a system for your business. Now, for example, today we will talk about social SRPO. We'll talk about system. We'll talk about the important components of your social SRPO, all of the things. Now, after training, you should actually deliberate on it and say, okay, like, what all things are missing in my existing business? What exactly do I need to focus? Maybe this is something which is missing and might give me a huge success, right? So it's very important to contemplate and take actions after that. Now, after we discuss social SRPO, we'll straight away go to how to get started with Facebook, where I'll tell you like, how do you start your presence on Facebook? How do you plan your content for Facebook? Right? How do you create a nice page? How do you develop a content plan for that? Why is it important to have a vision for your Facebook promotions? Right? All of those things. Then of course, once we have a page, we discuss the basics and all. Then I'll take you through the Facebook promotions. How do you promote your page? Why is that you have to promote your page? Then I'll give a demo on how to do boost post. How do you plan your boost post? Why is it important to a boost post? And what kind of post should you ideally boost, right? Then of course, like, other than your page and profile, will have some considerations onto the groups as well, because most of you prospect in groups. So we'll train you on about the best practices in groups and try to have some more content examples that, this kind of plan, this kind of procedure definitely works. Now we are trained onto the Facebook, onto the promotions, onto the groups. Then of course, like, we need to also be very careful and very uh, committed to the advertising, because in today's time and also for the futuristic perspective, advertising is really important, because organic content is losing its reach. The reach is getting delimited every single time. The engagements are lessening. Why? Because Facebook wants you to spend more and more to promote your content. Lot of you might have seen that, today when you prospect in groups, you are not getting many comments. you're not getting much engagement there. Why? Because Facebook is changing its algorithm and it wants more and more people to come and start doing very valued and solution specific advertisement on its platform. But policies are important, so we'll talk about in policies in detail. Why is that your Facebook ads are getting rejected? What kind of keywords you need to ideally avoid? What are some of the best practices, like for you to run ads on Facebook? So now that we are well versed with policies as well, then we have a training on Canva, where I can tell you what is Canva, why is it important to create attractive visual content, how do we create our banners for social media, how do we create our templates for advertising and all. And once we know about the content and the templates, then we'll have a training on messages ad, which is a lead generation ad of Facebook, where I can tell you how you can set effective messages ad, how you can have the better conversion chat set there. And eventually, once we understand that we are generating leads from Facebook, then we'll have the final training for this month, where we talk about how do you recruit online, what is that element, what is that components I need to recruit more effectively and aggressively. So if you look at it, we have a complete plan for you to set up a strong social RPO, but it's a two-way thing. Okay, I can train you, I can provide you better inputs, I can explain what all I know, but it will only be fruitful once you start acting onto those things. So that's why after the end of today's training, I will have some action items for you, ideally things which you should work on. And I will explain why is it important that you work on those things first. Because this month you walk along, you follow the trainings, you act and implement, and in the month of June, you will have a lot of clarity how you can have a strong and sustainable system and what all things you need to focus if you want to work and succeed digital. Okay. Now coming back to today's presentation, as the topic is social RPO. So here are some of the components we are going to discuss. We'll exclusively talk about social RPO to start with. Then why do we need to go digital and adopt social RPO? How is that we can set up our online system? Then the checklist, which is very, very important. How do you ideally plan your social RPO? What is the ideal checklist for that? And then, as I mentioned, I have some action items for you, which you should ideally do after today's training, because that is really important. Okay. And yes, of course, if you have any questions after today's training, if you want to discuss something, I'll be available for some Q&A as well, and we can take some questions too. But please make sure that the questions you are asking are relevant to today's training, not something which is about the Facebook groups, which is about something totally irrelevant, right? About system, about RPO, or something which we discussed today. Now, before I introduce social RPO, why is that we talk about social RPO? I'm sure most of you might have attended the digital summit, right? And we said that we are no longer a direct selling company. What are we now? We are a social selling beauty company. And social selling is very, very important. It's very, very integral to the social RPO we are talking about. And what exactly social selling? We'll talk about it in detail, and hopefully in next month I'll be providing you an exclusive training on social selling, what exactly we mean by social selling and how do you incorporate social selling. But of course, we are a social selling beauty company. It means that it becomes even more important. It's even more mandatory to adopt social RPO if we want continued growth in the Oriflame business opportunity, because the businesses are not functioning the way they used to. We are not actually behaving and making social interaction the way we used to. Technology has a lot of role to play, and also this sudden pandemic which we are caught in between has pushed businesses to adopt modern and refined ways to tackle and be futuristic in their approach and vision. So that's really, really important for you as well as for the company. If the company is changing its directions, it means that of course, we are being futuristic and we have taken these measures considering a lot of scenarios into consideration. At the same time, it proves that whatever change applied to us, same change applied to you. You cannot start working with your traditional system, how you used to work 3 years, 4, 5 years back. No, it's time to step up. It's time to adopt social RPO and actually excel your business by having a proper mix of offline as well as online, and learn and implement tools which can help us to sustain this business. Now, what is social RPO? Of course, we do not have a very confined definition of it, but if you ask me, that is my personal opinion about social RPO. So social RPO is a strong and sustainable business system. So it's not just strong system which ensures you growth, but it's also a sustainable system. It means that it will be there for years to come. It's something which is very modern. It's something which is very in trend, which appeals to the current consumer. So it's a strong as well as a sustainable business system where you just do not do offline, but you also take help of social media, digital and online tools. For what? Not just that you have to get higher title on Oriflame. No, you use these tools first to develop your personal brand, a recognition for yourself, a name and fame for yourself. It means, having a really nice community on Facebook. It means having a really attractive Instagram handle where you have thousands of followers. It means that people start identifying you and knowing you. Hey, this person is a mompreneur, a very brilliant mompreneur. This person is an amazing homemaker whose story I got inspired by, and people need to know these stories. So it's about setting up a strong personal brand at the same time, because it's not about selling, it's about associations, it's about relationships, it's about networking. So how do you network with people? How many relationships are you able to build on social media? And of course, you need to have higher titles. You need to have success on the Oriflame success plan. So combined all of it together proves that you are a true social RPO leader. It just does not include your higher titles on success plan, but your presence on social media and also your behavior on social media and how strong your personal brand is. And these are some of the things which we have started talking about almost 2 years back in digital. And we have been talking about the importance of transitioning, from offline to online, and find a fine balance that you are able to manage your business with more of the online and social activity. And of course, some offline activations as well. Okay. And also talking about social RPO, it's not something alien. It's not that things have changed. We have to do something different. Not at all. The fundamental activities, the basic components of the social RPO remain the same. It means that we still have to sell, but we have to focus on social selling. We have to recruit. We have to activate those people onto our business system. And then finally, we have to ensure that these people are growing. These people are actually getting stronger and successful with our network, right? So these 4 things we have to take care of. And now we have to do most of it using social media and online tools and not just offline. And that is what ideally the essence of social RPO is. As I already mentioned, that social RPO does not mean that, okay, you are the strong RPO leader and you are growing faster onto the Oriflame success plan. No, it also means at the same time, how do you talk about products on social media? Maybe, for example, tomorrow you are a diamond director, but once I come to your Instagram, you are just posting offers there. You are just spamming people. That is not social RPO. It also involves how do you talk about products? And when we talk about social selling, it means stories, more of the stories about products. Why did I start using this product? Hey, let me introduce to the person who was very adamant of never ever trying the skincare, but now she's my, repeat customer every single time. It's all about talking about the transformation stories, talking about the stories which instill confidence in people, which make people feel good about themselves, about product stories, not just sell products on the basis of offer or discount, which we are usually seeing on social media. So people who just have huge sacks of products and then they go to the marketplace and try to sell them off, they are actually tarnishing the reputation of the Oriflame brand, and they do not realize that. As a company also, we are getting very strict about online reputation management, and we are actually like, in talks that we will have a strong action against the reputation management, and we have already devised some of the plans. Because now that we are a social selling beauty company, we need to be very careful about reputation, and you play an integral role into that. So more of the product stories, more of the valuable content, more of the original content, more of the content which resonates with people. That is what social SRPO demands. And then of course, second important element, personal branding. Hey, no, you do not have to talk about Oriflame all the time. Oriflame catalog, Oriflame product, Oriflame event. No. How do you promote yourself? How do you promote your brand? How do you promote your team? How do you promote your network? How is that you talk about the business opportunity? How is that you talk about the product stories? All of those things. How do you personalize all of that communication? Ideally, if we talk about the ratio, out of 10 posts, one post could be directly about like, hey, do you want to buy this product, about, Oriflame product? But most of the product posts have to be properly planned, and they need to be in a good mix of business, team, events. It could be skincare event, it could be a color cosmetic event, it could be a wellness activities you are doing, but it's more about talking about such activities and events. And that is something which will eventually shape a personal brand in the long run. And last but not least, social media is not meant for spamming people. And we have been talking about this thing from 2 years now. Stop spamming people on social media, because nobody comes to social media to buy a lipstick. Nobody logs into Instagram because they want to buy a new nail paint, right? But most of the purchases, most of the business decisions, most of the awareness about brand and business is happening on social media these days. And that is why you need to be really careful. How do you talk about the product? How do you promote that product? How do you run your advertisement? Because these things matter more than ever in today's time. And we are here to help you. We are here to guide you on all of it. But you have to step up, and you need to be really, really careful with not posting offers or, just spamming people so that they can just buy from you. And again, the components of our trainings remain the same if you look at it. In New Oriflame Academy, of course, we have more focus on storytelling. Our approach should be more on building relationship and, networking with people. We need to be more active on social media. We need to be more responsive on social media, and we need to be, of course, original there, creating nice content, valued content. I need to have a community. I need to have a really nice Facebook page. I need to promote it quite often so that, I have a community shaping up there. I need to review products in the best possible way. I need to focus on my personal brand, and I need to identify which all tools I can use for my social media, for my social SRPO. And this slide, you just look at it, and these are all the elements you need to success in our business now. So these are just few elements here, 7 of them. But if you look at it, you need to plan how much stories you can create about the empowerment, how many stories you can create from your network about, strong product testimonials. You need to focus how is that, I can network with more and more people and build relationships. You need to have a more aggressive and more valued plan for your social media so that you are having a nice and tactical presence there. You need to grow your following on Instagram. You need to grow your YouTube subscribers. You need to have a huge community on Facebook page, because these things start impacting our businesses, and they matter more than anything else than before. Digital tools. What all tools can I use? There are n number of tools. Do I need everyone? No. Whatever level you are at, whatever your requirement is, just focus on those tools only. And we have been talking about all these things. In last month as well, I trained you on the digital tools, right? Which all tools are really, really important for your business. Personal brand becomes more than important than anything else, because right now, most of the purchases which happen, they are on the basis of recommendations or someone people can trust. It means that if there are more people associated with you, more people talk about you, more people feel that, hey, you have a really nice aura to you, they will buy from you, they will join you just by looking at your social media. And reviewing product, review the wellness range, review the bath and body segment, review the skincare, review the color cosmetics, just talk about the business opportunity, right? And it's about all of these things and doing them in a really nice synchronized way. Here are just some of the tools which are really important now. Of course, you have to be more and more active onto the Oriflame app and the business app. We are launching mobile office soon, which is very integral component of the social RPO. And you can see, how the digital and the social onboarding can happen now, how you can take people directly to your social media and, register them. Social media library, again, a very integral tool where you can have access to amazing content, which you can share through stories, which you can, time to time share on your social media. Now you have your own personal beauty store onto the site as always. Your own Facebook business page, your advertisements will become critical. You can host the watch parties. It means, for your live sessions and all. We have the skin expert and the makeup wizard app. Then we have our own catalog as well. So if you look at all of these things, these are just some of the components which are offered by the company other than the Facebook business page and lead ads. Most of and watch parties, most of these are company specific tools. But other than company specific tools, yes, you need to master social media tools, which is important, like how to have a really nice business page, how to run really good tactical ads. And that is really important for all of us to start doing ASAP. Okay, so that was about the social RPO, a brief introduction, and just giving you an idea that how things are gonna be considering the futuristic possibilities. Now comes the $1 million question. Okay, I think I just explained most of it, right? But still, why that we need to adopt social RPO? Why that we need to go more digital into our business? There are n number of reasons to it, but I will still like to focus on the reasons I really feel are really important. And these reasons are really important from the prospecting perspective as well. And mostly today, when more than 2 crore people have lost their jobs, when people have no job security or guarantees, when they have no idea, when offices will resume, whether they will be in job for a really long time. It means that network marketing has a huge potential. Network marketing can be a really right career alternative for n number of people out there. Not just from the business opportunity point of view, also from the product point of view. People will look for more personal recommendations. People will look for more curated content which talks about skincare, which talks about wellness, which talks about immunity, all of those things. And we can do all of that right from the convenience of our home. I will again recommend just keep a really nice spot at your home, which is reserved as your workstation. Beautify that workstation and tell people that is how I work. Because tomorrow, if you just start going live from your workstation, you time and again introduce people to your workstation and you tell them, hey, this is my workstation. That is how I work from home. I manage my family. I earn decent income. I get to travel. I get to interact with many people, and moreover, I get to help other people to be financially secure just by being here at my workstation and working online on laptop, on my smartphone. That is an easy way to attract people. Why? Because they will feel that is so convenient. And the modern generation is lazy. They have a different approach to life. They do not want 9 to 5 kind of a job. They want something they can spend time part-time. They want something which can give them access to work for 3-4 hours online, and then they have some money coming in. So convenience is something which is a huge impulse for a lot of people, because it's not just a word. Convenience is a feeling, right? Because you enjoy more work-life balance. You can feel easy and relaxed working at home. You save yourself a lot of time and effort which otherwise go into other things. Then at the same time, it's cost effective as well. Why? Because now that you are not traveling quite often, You are not doing your big OMs offline. You are not like getting ready every day. So first you save a lot of time, which actually gets involved into traveling, getting ready, and doing those events or meetings and coming back to your house all tired. Also, the lead generation per lead cost, if you compare offline and online, there's a huge difference. You might get leads for free if you post into different communities and all. A lot of people reach out to you. But also I will recommend that if you start advertising, it's very nominal. It's not very costly. Now that the cost has slightly increased, but still the per lead cost from social media is not, something which can pinch our pockets. That's why I recommend that, take advertising seriously and start investing in it. Now it's getting costly. It was not that costly 2 years back. You used to get a lead for 5-10 rupees. Now you get a lead for 40, 50, 70 rupees. 1 year down the line, you might get leads for like, $300 or $400. Who knows, right? Then outreach, again, a very important aspect of social media and our business as well. When we tomorrow prospect, we tell people all of these things. See, this business is convenient. You enjoy flexibility, work-life balance, and you can work right from the convenience of your home, remotely work online. Then it's cost effective. You do not have to do any investment. You can operate from a smartphone and a laptop, and then you can operate from a smartphone and laptop, and there are no other like hidden costs. You can promote this business right from your home and create an outstanding outreach for your business. You can reach so many people by promoting your content, by promoting your page, by running ads. And that is what digital communities are about. That is how strongly we are connected with each other into current time. And then of course, hey, if you want to grow really fast onto the success plan of the Oriflame, digital and social SRPO is the answer for that. We have stories where we saw that, people becoming a diamond director in 3 years of span. People completing their gold director in just 10 and 11 months of time. And we have seen such speed. And that is possible because of social SRPO. That is possible because of working digitally. And how to do that, that is something we'll explain into the upcoming slides. But that again shows that how critical, how important working online and adopting social SRPO is. And how do we grow onto the Oriflame success plan? The process is again really simple. If you look at it, it's all about the system. We all need to create a system which can help us grow and thrive our business. Because as I mentioned some time back, the basic elements of the SRPO remain the same. You have to do those 4 critical functions only. You have to prospect people, you have to recruit, you have to train, and you have to just keep on engaging your team and communicate with the team all the time. Earlier, when we did offline, we used to do it using offline methods. So usually for prospecting, we'll do a big OM maybe once every quarter or once in a 6 months, where we invest a lot of money and do a really big event. Or we will do small, home meetings, or just like, we meet somebody in the cafe, do one-on-one meetings or like small group meetings. But in today's time, we do not have to prospect using that model. We have to prospect on social media. So you have your Facebook, you have your Instagram, you have YouTube, you have LinkedIn, you have advertising. Use that as a platform, use that as a medium to prospect. Then of course, how do we recruit? We manage a name bank. We call those people. If need be, mostly we meet those people, make them understand our business, and then recruit them. But today, again, we do not have to go out and meet those people. We can recruit them directly by chatting with them on WhatsApp, calling them, or most importantly, we can bring them to our live online meetings, which we are doing on a webinar. And we have a nice OM and we recruit them using those online opportunity meetings. For leadership development, of course, now that we have a recruit, you have your core team, you have a task specified for your core team that, that is your responsibility. That is your responsibility. Time and again, you meet those actives and you just like, you meet those starters and then you just do the goal settings with them, you do the business planning sessions with them, and you make them understand and realize the true potential of this business. Same thing we do here, but our core team can be a group which we have created on WhatsApp. We again do goal settings, follow-up sessions, business planning sessions, but we mostly do it on online tools, maybe using a webinar, right? And how do we keep our network active? We used to do weekly meetings somewhere, our L1, L2, L3 trainings. But today, most of our trainings have to happen online. Most of our engagements and activations have to happen online. And that's why we need to use some tools which can help us to execute those things online. So if you look at it, nothing is changing here. The system is exactly the same. The only thing that changes here is the tools, is the medium. And that is why we need to transition from offline to online, because we cannot do it the traditional way anymore. Okay, now that we understand the importance of social SRPO, we understand how important it is to adopt a social SRPO. Now comes the most important question. Okay, I am also working digitally. I have been working digitally from 2 years, but I do not get the kind of success some other leader has. I'm not having as success, using digital and online as compared to someone else. What could be the reason? To answer that question, we understand that only system is not important. Other than system, you need to implement 2 strong parameters, and that is something we'll discuss now. First, if I have to create a strong and sustainable system, a social SRPO for my business, I need to have all the 3 key things happening in my system. And the first thing in my system is I talk about prospecting. Now, what do we say about prospecting? Prospecting is basically identifying future prospects, identifying people who can buy from you, or most importantly, who can join your team and network. Sorry. Now you can prospect anywhere. You can prospect on Instagram, you can prospect on Facebook, you can prospect on LinkedIn, YouTube, through Google advertisement, through LinkedIn advertisement, through Facebook advertisement, Instagram advertisement. We have endless resources with us. But where do I ideally prospect? You prospect where you have the stronghold. Here I have mentioned Facebook just for illustration and Instagram, but not necessarily. If you are someone who has a hold on YouTube, you create really good video content, you are confident in front of camera, you love talking about catalog, you love reviewing products, you love talking about skincare, wellness, your business, events you do, then YouTube can be a really strong prospecting channel for you. If you are someone who is a hardcore entrepreneur and just wants to talk to people from the business and the industry, then LinkedIn is a tool for you. But I have mentioned Facebook and Instagram for the reasons because they work for almost everyone. On Facebook, we have the option that we can create our profile, we can create our page. There are n number of groups and communities where we can prospect for free. And most importantly, Facebook gives me the option to advertise as well. I can advertise my content and generate as many leads as I want. And also because Facebook and Instagram have the same algorithm, they are owned by the same business and they can be connected. So I can work on Facebook and Instagram together. But again, I need to have a proper plan. Okay, on my profile, I'll be ideally doing this much of content. On my page, I will ideally talk about this kind of content. In groups, I'll prospect in work from home groups, I'll prospect in skincare groups, but I have proper plan. I'm not just spamming people by posting one picture everywhere. That is why you get blocked, because we post the same pictures everywhere. And this is again something I'll talk and explain in detail once we have a training on Facebook groups. Then advertisement. Of course, hey, if I have the investment capabilities, I can spend some 10-15,000 every month, which is very important for business. We need to invest as well. If you are earning from the business, we need to give something back to it. So you can start running ads and have leads coming in, and then you can recruit those leads. You can directly bring them to your online opportunity meetings and recruit them on webinars. Okay. For recruitment, very important. How is that I recruit online? Do I recruit the traditional way that, I start chatting with them, I start asking for their mobile number, or I drop their, I just drop a reply onto that? No. And this is really, really important. Lot of the times the mistake we do is that we might invest in lead generation, which is all right, but we do not have a plan to recruit, and that is a major problem we face sometimes. You get in touch with an agency, you talk to a freelance advertiser, they will provide you leads. But do you have a place for recruitment? Do you have any plan for that? And that is the first thing you need to ask yourself. So that is why I will actually recommend, because I'm talking about the action items later, you need to backtrack your system. First, look, okay, what kind of trainings can I do? Just make a planner for that. Take a note of that. Okay, this will be my core team. That if you ask me, that is how ideally you should work. First, identify 2, 3, 4 people who are part of your core team with whom you can work closely. When I talk about core team, it does not mean those people should be your friends and you should be on good terms with them. No, it means people who are really, really passionate about this work, people who have dreams and aspirations, people who want to grow onto the success plan, who want to be a diamond minimum. And these should be the people who you can make a part of your core team. Because if you are adding people to the core team on the basis of how they look or how close you are with them, it's not necessary it might work. Because core team, the concept of core team is really, really critical. It means that group of 3, 4, 5 people working together, sharing ideas and empowering their team and network at the same time to grow really fast onto the Oriflame plan. And then, of course, because now that you have a core team, you also know, hey, these trainings will be conducting. Person 1, you will be conducting the skincare trainings. You'll be doing the getting started. Your responsibility is to make them understand the business and grow them faster. So I have assigned roles and responsibilities and we work together as a team. It means that we are stronger. Also, now that I have a core team and a training structure in place, then I need to look at, okay, now if I get leads, how do I recruit them? Do I call them? Do I just start chatting with them? Maybe tomorrow you are generating hundreds of leads online. Is it possible for you to chat with all 100 of them? No. Then before you go for lead generation, you first talk about your recruitment plan. And for recruitment, you need to have 2 important elements. One is your recruitment templates and second is your online opportunity meeting. Very, very critical for recruitment. And what are recruitment templates? See, recruitment templates are basically the business communication templates. And this is really, really important. Why? Because in social media, once you are attracting leads, they reach out to you. But if you have no plan to talk to them, for example, I found someone's advertisement and I reach out to you. Hey, I'm interested. Then you are sending me a message. Thank you so much. Please join my WhatsApp group. Is that a standard response? Is that how you talk to your leads? Or maybe you got a lead, but for next 2 days, you did not check your inbox and you have no idea the leads were coming in. Is that a right way to respond to your leads? Or you just tell them, hey, this is my number, please call me. Do you think they will call you? No. The best way is that before you go for your lead generation, have recruitment templates, have business templates in place. And business templates you can make personal. Hey, about me, who am I? What kind of person am I? What kind of job or work am I doing? How is that I can help you? What kind of solutions I have for you? What are the benefits you will get if you join my team? Now, for example, if I send a reply to someone onto their ad or say a message on Messenger, and I said, hey, I'm interested. And now imagine, they reply to me personally. Hey, hi, Safir. Thank you so much for your interest. It is really, really encouraging. Before I talk about business in detail, kindly have a look at my business template, which talks about my expertise, which talks about what kind of business we are doing. I'm sure you will find it interesting, and post that if you have any questions, I will love to help you out. What I'm doing is that I'm sending a personal reply to that person. At the same time, I'm sending my business template. which has the complete detail about me or say about my network inside as such. Now, when I receive this communication, it's very personal. You address me nicely, and then I saw your business template. I got to know about a lot of things about you. What is your story like? What kind of person you are? What kind of business you are doing? What kind of achievements you have? Now it's easier for me to make a decision whether I want to talk to you again or not. If I really like your template, I will definitely get back to you. I'll be like, hey, thank you so much. This looks really interesting. Can we please discuss it in detail? Then you are a qualified lead. You are a lead who is interested now. And your recruitment potential is really, really high. And that is when I can recruit you using my online opportunity meeting. Hey, why not, Safir? Thank you so much. If you have a time today evening or tomorrow, I'm doing this online meeting for 30 minutes, wherein I will explain in detail, and then you can just join my team post that. Now tomorrow I'm attending your online opportunity meeting, which you are doing on a webinar ideally. And then in detail, in half an hour, you tell me your business, your achievements, what kind of work it is, what I can expect. All of those things are crystal clear and transparent. And then you follow up with me and recruit me. So it's about having important elements in your system first. Or the next thing you can do is you can run ads on Facebook and directly bring people to your online opportunity meeting. So either cases, you need to have recruitment templates and you need to have a good, crystal clear and attractive online opportunity meeting. And once you have that thing, then you only start advertising. Lots of the times people do the mistake of advertising, but they do not have any recruitment plan. They do not have any proper recruitment matter. And then they get really irritated and they feel that, okay, maybe this is not working. No, it's working, but maybe there are certain elements which are missing in your system. So if you look at it, we need to backtrack it. We need to just look for okay, how do I keep my network active? I need to have a proper communication plan. The webinars need to happen on time. The communications need to be sent on time. I need to do some theme-based meetings. Sometimes we need to celebrate together. You make a plan for it. Okay, then for leadership development, I need to have these many trainings happening. These people will give the trainings. These are the company training. Those people will be participating in. For recruitment, yes, I have templates for my network. I have templates with individual testimonies about the homemakers. I have a template for students. I have a template for working women, and I have a really nice online opportunity meeting to actually recruit them. So it means that you have a plan, you have a system. Now go crazy on prospecting and start generating as many leads as you want. You have a system now. So first thing ideally you should invest is, because most of you have a core team, most of you are doing trainings already, most of you have a plan for communication and celebrating different events and all. And what actually might be missing is that you need to focus on recruitment templates, your online opportunity meeting, and then plan your prospecting and specifically advertising on social media. Okay. Now, if I'm doing all of this, if you see, it does not involve n number of tools. For my system, I just use prospecting, Facebook and Instagram. For recruitment, I'm using my webinars and WhatsApp and calling to a certain extent. And for training, for communication, I'm again using webinar and WhatsApp to a certain extent. So I do not need n number of tools, but I need to work on few tools which are valuable, but I need to work on them repeatedly. I need to work them on consistently every day and most of the time. That is really, really important. But then the system is not important, as we discussed. Once I identify my system, now, for example, we are a bunch of people who work together. Now that we understand, okay, this mechanism works, this method works, it's time that we duplicate it. It means that I'm training my downlines accordingly. Hey, this is how you work. So we are actually creating the same culture, same commitment, same kind of training structure into our entire network. And we tell them this is how you should talk to leads. This is the procedure to recruit people. This training is really important, in order to get more orders. This is really important. You do this with your new 12, 15 and 18 percenters, but you need to first have a system which you can duplicate. But then only system and duplication are not important. Then we have a third critical component for success in digital, that is power leg. And power leg we know is a depth-based structure which ensures that we have a really stable system. We have a huge amount of money coming in going forward once our depth is increasing. But most importantly, power leg demands that you need to have a strong lead generation, recruitment and training structure in place. Why? Because in power leg, you need to assign recruits on daily basis, here, there. And in order to have those recruits, you need to have more and more leads. You need to have more and more prospects. That is why power leg is an ideal weapon for digital leaders. Power leg works for someone who has a strong prospecting and recruitment sense. Because when you prospect like crazy, when you recruit like crazy, power leg can make you grow really, really fast onto the system. But even if you are doing power leg, but you are not able to prospect very aggressively, you are not able to recruit very aggressively, then of course, like, your growth is gonna be slow. And that is the only reason, some people who just completed diamond in 3 years, and somebody who is not able to grow even say 2 titles in 2 years time. It's not that, abilities, I'm not talking about that, but what actually might be a difference is that maybe your system is not that aggressive. Maybe your lead, prospect and recruit does not totally complement the power leg you are working on. So that is the only way to figure out how you can grow really fast on Oriflame Success Plan. And this is something I explained in my recruitment training. So I will not just focus and spend too much time here. But I will just like to go through it once, just run through it. In social media, we ideally attract 3 types of leads. I talked about it: cold lead, warm lead, and qualified lead. Cold lead is someone who is just interested in your content. They engage with you, but they do not want to buy from you. They do not want to join your team. So we just engage with them. But then the majority of the leads we generate from social media, whether the leads that come from advertisement, the leads that come from lead generation ad, the Facebook message ad, the Google ad, Instagram ads, the different postings you do into various Facebook communities and groups, all these leads are warm leads. What are warm leads? Warm leads are ideally the leads who are interested in your business or in your proposition. But right now they have no idea who you are and what kind of work you do. And once they get to know about it, then they make a call whether they want to join you or not. So if you look at it, majority of the leads which we generate on social media and online are the warm leads. That is why we need recruitment template. Why? Because if we just keep on talking to everyone, we just keep on chatting with everyone, and then we realize that, majority of them are not interested. It means that we are spending a lot of time with people who are freeloaders, people who were not interested in the very first place. And a strong quality of a very good leader is filtration. They know who to work with and who to not. And that is why you need to have recruitment templates. Maybe tomorrow you are generating a lot of leads, but you have no idea whether these leads will convert or not. You do not know who these people are. Why would you just keep on chatting with them? No, just drop them a personal communication and send them your recruitment template. Now, once they got your recruitment template, they will, feel an impulse. Either they will like it or they will say, okay, this looks average, I'm not interested. But whatever way, it's really good for me. Why? Because people who get to see me, reach out to me after my recruitment template, these are my qualified leads. It means that these people got the right impulse and they are interested to be part of my system, but they want to know more details about it. Just you have to take them into confidence. That's it. And how do I do that? I ideally call them for an half an hour or say 45-minute online call through a webinar, and I do the online opportunity meeting with them. But in that case, maybe they are not interested. They say, no, I cannot join you on a call. Can you please send me some details here? In that case, I can send them details on WhatsApp, and whenever possible, I can, just call them and explain them and recruit them. So tomorrow, if I'm generating 100 leads, I need to be very optimistic that all those 100 people who have sent me their details from the advertisement, not necessarily they will join me. Why? Because they just saw my ad. They got attracted to it. Right now, they have no idea what kind of business I am doing. Now that I have got 100 leads, the first thing I send them is a personal communication along with the recruitment template. And now what will happen? Out of those 100 leads, that is a very possible scenario. 30-40 people might not even open your recruitment template, because a lot of the time people forget. They will not. And we cannot control that. That is totally okay. Now imagine 30 people did not open your recruitment template at all. They did not come back to inbox and did not check your message. Another 30 people, they saw the recruitment template, but they say, no, this is something I do not want to do this. I'm not interested. But then you still have 40 people who saw your recruitment template and maybe they got back to you. Or out of 130 people, after seeing your recruitment template, said, hey, I'm really interested. It means that those 30 people are the qualified leads, and it is the right time that I recruit them either using WhatsApp and calling, or I directly bring them to my online opportunity meeting and recruit them on a webinar. Now, as I mentioned that, these are critical components for your system and you need to have recruitment templates. And we'll talk about these things in detail during our recruitment training. But yes, if you are someone who has a really good eye for design, you can create attractive templates. You can do the nice write-up there, talk about your achievement, talk about your aspirations, talk about team and business, then please do it by yourself. We have training on Canva. You already know how to use Canva. Please create them by yourself. But if you are struggling and you figure out that, no, I need expert help, I have time and again mentioned that take help of some freelance designers or business writers who can provide with you attractive recruitment template as well as the online opportunity meeting. And same like your recruitment template where you talk about where you tell people who is that you are, what exactly you do, what kind of achievements you have. Similarly, in your OM you do the more detailed and elaborate. You talk about, you introduce yourself, you talk about your story, you talk about your experience with Oriflame. Then you tell them in detail the benefits, like the convenience and flexibility, the kind of income they can make. They are doing the modern form of the business, which is the digital business. They get to travel, they get to earn cash award and bonuses. They are eligible for the dream program. Then you can showcase your own pictures, your own videos, and have some amazing testimonies. You can talk about the Oriflame, the TSP of Oriflame, and the success plan in detail. Then you can set the right expectation, that what is that you are expecting from them, how is that we work, how will you train them, how will you groom them, all of those things. And once we set all the things so crystal clear, people trust us. People are saying, hey, this business looks more systematic, they look more organized. And that is these small things which attract them. Why? Because it again goes back to the basics, that it's not about how I want to do my business. It's about how people perceive my business. I need to be into the user's shoes. Now imagine, for example, I saw your ad. I really liked your ad. It is really nice. The picture looks really great. The caption is, to the point. I send my details. Now imagine you replying back to me with a template which has spelling errors, a template which does not explain anything, which looks like shabby, which is like very boring. My interest is lost. So that's why, if you have to strengthen your recruitment, you need attractive recruitment templates and you need a strong online opportunity meeting. And then comes the important question that, okay, can I succeed on digital? Can I really work on digital? And I have a standard answer for that, that yes, you can. Everyone can. Why? Because like Oriflame, opportunity is for everyone. Similarly, adopting social RPO and using digital tools to promote and grow your businesses for everyone. So no matter whether you have an education or not, you have a technical background or not, these things does not matter. All it matters is your passion. All it matters is your positive intent. But other than that, the approach is really, really critical. Now we can train you, we can guide you, we can tell about the approach. That is how you work. But you need to have the passion and commitment that, hey, I want to do it. I want to be, a president onto the Oriflame success plan, no matter what it takes, no matter how much I have to work, no matter how much I have to learn. And it's easy using that approach. And I have examples to back up my, hypothesis here. Why? Because, these three leaders who are really successful using digital and social media as a tool to promote their business, they come from totally different backgrounds. We have Dana, daughter of Leela Bhuminathan. She is a gold director with us, but currently she's, I guess, 20 years of age and a student. Already earning a decent monthly income, got, qualified for international travel, won like cash award worth lakhs. And it's easy for her to prospect among her target audience, which is ideally students and younger people. She can tell them, hey, see, I'm an empowered woman. I'm my own CEO just at the age of 20 years. I have my own way to work and I work digitally. I can do it part-time along with my studies. And yes, it is a great feeling. Why? Because I feel empowered. I feel confident that I can fund my own education. I can buy my own necessities and, things I want. And if you are someone who aspires a great lifestyle, who wants to work on the modern tools and business, and also be self-independent and be independent and also be the promoter and also an entrepreneur of new opportunities, I am doing it at this age. Why can't you? Then Kalyani, she has a different story. She comes from a corporate background and she has been working with a corporate firm. But of course, something did not click. Hey, I do not get to work. I do not get a good work-life balance. Maybe I'm stretching long hours here. What about my future security? I do not get to travel around. I do not get to make any contribution to the society. Okay, why not just start something of my own? And empower women to just live the best version of themselves using digital and social media as a tool to promote their business. Then Shanti Devi, I think 4 years back, she had no idea what smartphone is, how to operate a, smartphone. But it gives me pleasure that, today she can run her own ads. Just like in a week back, she texted me, sir, mera ad chal gaya, and she was so happy. Though she's taking help of her children now, but she started from somewhere. And not knowing digital, not knowing social media, not having any iota of idea about English and communication, she is growing strong. She has a nice Facebook. She has a very engaging Instagram as well, though not up to the very great standards, but amazing. She does webinars every night and she has like 400 to 600 attendees coming in. It's all possible if you have a passion. So it's not about, about my background or just come up with some excuse and talk about my limitations. No, it's about how passionate you are to grow and how passionate you are to set up an example for others who follow you. And how digital leaders work, it's very simple. They follow the social RPO. They prospect primarily on social media and focus on personal branding and building network and generating leads there. They always believe in the right combination of offline and online. And yes, in their network, communication is really, really up to point, and a lot of trainings happen for people who are there as a part of their team. And right now, if you ask me how is that you need to work, the idea is really simple. You currently do not need to focus too much on your personal brand. Why? Because personal brand is something which you cannot develop in a days or weeks time. Personal brand takes time. It might be 6 months down the line. It might be 2 years down the line, because it demands consistency and you have to share something on your social media, something on your Facebook, Instagram. You have to communicate with people. You have to grow more titles for that as well. So right now, plan your content for social media, align your social media, how you want to promote it, how do you want to position yourself. But most importantly, have focus on these elements. Right now, focus more from the online prospecting part, that hey, I want to prospect more aggressively. It means that create a plan for group posting you do on Facebook, and also have an aggressive plan for your advertising on social media. Why? Because that will ensure that you are generating leads, and once you start getting leads, you have attractive recruitment templates as well, and you share those recruitment templates with those leads either on Messenger or on WhatsApp. What does it do? It helps you to filter those leads. And once the filtered leads comes your way, you host a personalized online opportunity meeting with them, which you can do either on a webinar or explain through chatting and calling on WhatsApp. And it will ensure that you are recruiting people. And once you have the recruitment happening, you do the online trainings, ideally via Teams or say Zoom app, and train people on skincare, on wellness, on digital tools. It will ensure growth and development in your network. So of course, personal branding is important, and meanwhile you keep on doing that. You keep on creating valuable content. But right now, if you want to grow really fast onto the success plan, this is something you need to focus on: prospecting, recruiting, and training. And for that, you need plan for advertising and group posting. You need to have recruitment templates and online opportunity meeting, and you need to have a core team and strong trainings in your system. If all these four things are in place and you work on them consistently, nobody can stop you. Your system, your growth, everything is guaranteed. But if one of the components is missing, then of course the growth will be there, but you might take more longer to be a diamond director. It might take more time for you to be a president. But if all four things are happening in unison and you are doing them consistently with utmost determination, then you will grow really, really fast. Okay. And now coming to the last section of my training today, where I will talk about the checklist. Now, what is the social SRPO checklist? What all things I need to consider? And I have asked this question to so many people, and I have always got different answers. See, if I have to start my social SRPO checklist, what all things are important for my business system, I should start with myself. Okay. Now again, here I will give my own example. Now, for example, right now I am a digital manager with Oriflame, right? Maybe tomorrow I say, hey, it's a good idea that if I join Oriflame as a consultant, because they make more money and they enjoy better work-life balance. And I reach out to someone of you and I join your network. But even if I join your network, I cannot always say, okay, I have to use this network always. No, I need to have a proper vision. Hey, how is that I will promote myself? It could be to people I interact with, and most importantly, it's on social media. So I will first start identifying my personal brand. How do I communicate my business to people? What do I tell people I am when they reach out to me? What is that I should display on my social media so that people understand and know what is that I do? And now I will ideally pick something which is very, very passionate to me, and something which I actually believe in. I will not say, hey, I'm a lifestyle and globetrotter, lifestyle expert and a globetrotter. No, if I just have been on one international trip, that does not make me a globetrotter, right? So I'll say, hey, I'm a digital entrepreneur. Why? Because I am passionate about working digitally, and now I have started my own business. So I tell people I'm a digital entrepreneur. So I have identified my personal brand. Now I have to develop it. I have to build my personal brand. These are two different things. First, you need to identify your personal brand, and then you need to develop it. Identifying is easy, but sometimes it might be tricky as well, because a lot of people have no clarity how is that I want to position myself. But here I have clarity. Now I say, hey, my personal brand is digital entrepreneur. Then the second question which I should ask myself is, okay, if I am positioning myself as a digital entrepreneur, who is that I'm targeting? Who is that I'm reaching out to? And then I say, okay, Do I talk to everyone? 18 to 55, 60 years of people? Do I want to talk to both men and women about my business? That is the call I have to take. And right now I say, hey, I just want to talk to both men and women. But yes, I will only talk to men and women who are in between 25 to 35, for example, or say between 20 to 35. Because that is the age group I am comfortable working with. So it means that I have a plan for my prospecting as well, because I know who my target audience is. So my target audience is ideally both men and women who are between 20 to 35 at the same time. Are they living in pan India? I said no. Who are living in North India, primarily say like, Delhi and around areas, UP. Then you have like Jammu and Kashmir, you have Punjab, you have like, Jaipur. All of these cities and states I might pick. And also I'll look at what kind of lifestyle they should have. Of course, I will not look for candidates who are from affluent families. I will look for people who belong to the middle and the lower middle class. At the same time, I'll ideally look for people who have some basic education. I do not want to deal with people who do not understand English. So maybe I'll just pick people who are into the college and people who are, doing the jobs into different companies and are at the entry level professionals. So now I have a very much clarity onto my target audience, my primary target audience. Of course, I welcome someone as well if somebody reaches out to me. But ideally, when it comes to prospecting on social media and through advertising, I have a clarity that I'm only targeting men and women in North Indian states who are between 20 to 35 years of age, belong to the middle class and the lower middle class tier, and or at least graduate and above. And maybe some of them are working as entry level professionals into different companies. So now I have identified my target audience as well. Then I will figure out, okay, where should I prospect them? Now I already know Facebook. So of course I'll create a Facebook page, Safir Hashmi, with my brand name, digital entrepreneur. And then I will start creating relevant content. I will start attracting those people because that is my target audience. So if you talk about too many things, people will have no idea what is that you do. But if you just keep the same tone, same communication, same command, people will start at it. That is the easiest way that people identify what exactly you are doing. So I will start with my Facebook ideally, and if possible, I can also start my Instagram together, and I can start working on LinkedIn, but not necessary right now, maybe after 6 months down the line or 1 year down the line. But right now, let me just focus on Facebook and Instagram for that matter. So if I decide to work on Facebook and Instagram, I will organize my profile the first thing. And again, this is a huge mistake which a lot of us do. We do not focus on our profile. I need to be very careful about how my about section looks like. How is my profile picture there? What is that I have written into my description? All of those things I will evaluate and make sure that I make them the way that they resonate with my target audience. Now, beauty entrepreneur can have a bio which resonates with people who are interested in beauty and entrepreneurship, right? Same thing here. And then I need to have a content calendar because I'm a digital entrepreneur. I cannot talk about makeup and color cosmetics all the time. No, I need to talk about more about the entrepreneurship. I need to talk about more about digital. I need to talk about digital tools. I need to talk about apps. I need to talk about my team working digitally. I need to talk about the activities, the trainings we do online. And that will be the core content of my entire social media. It's more about digital, more about online business, more about online entrepreneurship, more about the activities and things we do online as a team, as a network, the success we enjoy, the emotions we share. All of those things have to be portrayed on social media through attractive visual content. And yes, I will have a definite plan to prospect in different communities and groups on Facebook. But then, if you have a budget, planning your advertising is really, really important. You need to have a plan for advertising and spend and attract people from different targets to your business. And then you see, this is part of the checklist. It means that this is something you definitely need to have. So I will definitely create my recruitment templates So if you are someone who is gold and above, you can have really beautiful templates. Someone who are actually like, say managers or senior managers, I will recommend them they take the help of their upline in order to structure their recruitment templates, because we do not have too much to showcase. So maybe talking about the network or the team will make more sense in that case. Landing page websites are really critical, really important, considering like futuristic possibilities. But yes, I will ideally recommend a landing page or a website to the people who are gold and above, because you get to showcase your lifestyle and so many other things on social media on your website. But then definitely I will have recruitment templates, and I will have my own online opportunity meeting, which helps me to recruit people online. And then you see, I will have my core team as well, people who are like-minded, people who love working along with me, and together we work together as a team. Okay. And other than core team, I need to have the right trainings. And if you just like, going back a while ago, I mentioned about all those things that you need to backtrack. You need to have right trainings. You need to have a core team. You need to have recruitment templates. You need to have OM, because these things are really important. And what all trainings I do. So I need a plan for that. But other than that, I also need a lot of how to trainings, which can be ready-made. Now, for example, how to use Oriflame app, how to use the business app, how to use the makeup wizard, how to create your Facebook page, how to promote your page. What I can do is I can how to place your first order, how to join online training, right? So what I can do is I can create the recorded versions of all these trainings. It's very easy. Go to your Zoom tool, record and create a training. It's not difficult, but it will help you to save a lot of time, because tomorrow once you have to give these trainings, you are telling people, for example, I am recruited under you, or somebody is recruited under me and they want to place their order, and I say, hey, and I cannot explain it on phone. I said, thank you so much. I'm really glad you are doing it. Here is the sample video tutorial for you. It's just a 2 minutes time. It's very easy. Somebody reaching out to me, hey, I want to create my own Facebook page. Can you please help me? Yes, here's the training for you. Recorded versions. So I need to have a lot of how to trainings in my system as well. Small trainings like, 2, 3, 5 minute trainings, which can actually explain it to people how they can do all of those things, because it will automate a lot of things, and a lot of these queries are being addressed by sending them these details. I do not have to be personally or manually doing all of those things. Otherwise, it will make me mad, right? And then of course I need a proper plan for communication. What kind of communication I'm sending into my managers group? What kind of communication I'm sending in my senior managers group? How do I, motivate people to become a senior manager really soon? What kind of training or communication should be there to help them get orders? So I have to plan all of it along with my core team. Last but not least, I need to be really careful with my working calendar. How is that I work? It's not that I'm working 12 hours a day, but then I'm not getting any results. It means that there is something wrong with my approach. Then plan your time. I don't know how many of you attended Mr. Hai's training, how systematic and how to the point he was. He mentioned that every day at every evening at 9 p.m. he does one session, and he has a proper plan what kind of session he does. Every Monday there is one topic, every Tuesday there is another topic. Then of course, he also shared that interesting story when Frederick was there, and there were the people of team who were enjoying. They went for a lunch or maybe evening snacks, and at one point of time, everybody started, search their pockets, took out their phone, and they started attending a training. And they said that is our routine. That is something we do not miss every day. So it's all about having that working calendar in place, that in this week how many OMs I'm doing. So when all days and what time my OM should happen. How many times in this week the getting started has to happen. How many business planning sessions I should do ideally in a week. All of these things you need to plan, and then do work like that, and you will see that the results are coming in. The thing definitely is, shaping up your online system. Now that's all from me, but before I close my session and take some questions here is an action plan or action items you need to really take care of. First, you need to develop a plan that how do you build your personal brand. A lot of people say they are the lifestyle expert, but they never talk about lifestyle. A lot of people say that, or they are a health entrepreneur, but they never talk about health and wellness. So this does not prove anything. People will identify you as someone who's a spammer and not have any iota of reputation on social media. And yes, because we are working towards prospecting, lead generation and all, but in order to recruit those leads, it's very important that you have the attractive and inspiring business templates with you. So please create business templates. 2-3 will be ideally good depending upon your team size, but make them tactical, make them look attractive, and make sure that the right details are there. And also have a really strong online opportunity meeting if you do not have one. Okay, so this is my recommendation for you, that ideally, and also fourth one will be like, your core team. Identify and work strongly with your core team. And these are some of the things which you need to do. And some things you can do by own, or for some things you can outsource them to a freelancer or an agency so that they can help you for that. Okay, so that's all from me. Thank you so much. And if you have any questions now, I will just take some questions. Are there any questions, guys? Okay, so I believe there are no questions. So what I will do is I'll share the recorded version of today's training as well as the yesterday's training, which was in Hindi, and also the PPT with you, onto my WhatsApp groups. And I'll also share it with the digital ambassadors from your respective experiential centers, and they will be sending you the recruitment training, this training, the recorded version and the PPT. Okay. Thank you so much, guys, and please take care, be safe, and see you sometime really soon.